Okay, so we're here with Rob and Michael, but Michael's going to go first.
And he's usually left-handed stick.
Yeah, he forgot to bring his stick, which means he is having to shoot right-handed.
Yeah.
So how long have you been volunteering? Wait, slow down.
I'm alright.
How long have you been volunteering?
3 years now, I think.
Alright.
Yeah.
So how long have you been following hockey?
11.
Right.
11 or 12 years, yeah, since I met Rob.
Before Leeds?
We started off at Sheffield Steelers. I went to my first ever game with them. And I've never really liked sport or that, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I was just like, bloody hell, this is amazing, eh? And then we went to watch the Steel Dogs. And I just preferred that level of hockey.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was much more aggressive, you know, there was much more going on. Whereas the higher level, I thought, you know, it's a bit more theatrical and all the little gimmicks and stuff that they've got wasn't really for me. So,
right. So what do you do at nights then? What's your position?
I've done various roles. I started off selling tickets, but I was absolutely crap at it. I was 27 quid down the first time. I've never been so mortified in my life because I was just like, oh, here you go, have a ticket, everyone. Not really checking. And then I really tried and I was £6 down, so I think we mutually agreed that
It's not for you.
it wasn't for me, so I then got moved over to the off-ice official. And I was goal judge for two years,
Right.
And then I'm now doing penalty box manager.
So when you goal judge, have you ever been shouted at for
Oh,
not
aye.
putting the light on or putting the light on wrongly?
Whatever, Phil. Don't you
What?
start. You
What
know
do you
very
mean?
well I have.
I don't know.
Yes, I have. It's a difficult job,
I
man.
can imagine.
That puck moves between 70, 80 miles an hour, and those lads shoot it with bloody force. So it goes flying in and out, so you've got split-second decisions to make. But yeah, it's a tough job out
Are
of
you
all
not
of
happy
them.
to say yes when it's a lead shot, or are you very professional and like either way?
You've got to be completely impartial. Completely impartial. I'm not joking. You're not even allowed to stand and clap when a goal goes in.
Oh really?
Yeah, you've got to be completely impartial. I mean, when you're in the penalty box, you know, you're there, so you can't kind of cheer because you're standing beside the team and that. But yeah, that role, you have to be very, like, stern. You clap when the players come on, you clap when they get up for an injury and stuff like that, but you can't cheer a goal.
Okay.
No way.
So the penalty box, do you ever feel like unsafe? Like, because there's
Yeah.
the players shouting across at each other, but then when they're in the box, there's been some heated discussions.
Oh, totally. I mean, the players are about ready to go for each other when they come into the box. So it's an off-ice officials, kind of like assistant referee role. So you've got to be over there and like say no type thing. And these guys are, you know, with armour on and all the rest of it. And there's me with my, you know.
I see it where they'll come in and they'll start hitting stuff, and I just think there's literally people stood around you.
Yeah, I mean they do. They know where the line is. You know, they don't cross the line, and they are quite respectful for the roles. You know, like referee roles in general, they're quite respectful for, unless they're going at each other and the referee's on the ice or getting in between them. Generally, they're all right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's consequences, isn't there?
Oh, there is.
Abuse of an official in that.
Okay, so right-handed.
Right.
How are you feeling about this?
I'm a bit nervous, to be honest, because I usually go left.
Are we telling people that you've had a practice or not?
No, we're not telling anybody I've had a practice. This is my first time.
Gail said there'd be lots of bleeping in this. Is this about to come?
Well, I was going to swear, but you said I'm controlling myself.
I've got a feeling that someone's going to come down.
Yeah, it's done. Right, can I go then, yeah?
Whenever you're ready. That was worse than any of the practice shots.
I didn't know you had a bleep machine.
I'm not sure if the camera's zoomed out enough to see how far.
Well, somebody's got to get zero, doesn't they? Who else is doing this, by the way?
Rob's on after you, and then Paul, and then there's a few supporters coming in next week.
Oh my god, it's like my puck drop all over again.
I'm questioning the stance, like what's going
it's
on
like,
with your legs?
because it's usually when you're thinking you're down like that, aren't you? Whoa!
I mean, you hit the curtain, that's a good start.
Let me go back forward. Where's the line? Is that the line?
I feel like you've already crossed it.
feeling I'll be better at the custard creams. So I'm certainly not going to get any football bloody uppies.
Football bloody uppies?
Yeah. Oh. Wait! Come on! As if you could do it better!
Well done. Brilliant.
Oh,
okay.
can I do it again? Can we do it again?
No. We're still recording. You have to keep going so
oh, right, okay, whatever. Right, my turn to ask you questions. How long have you been a fan?
Oh, I didn't know I was going to get interviewed. The first year of Unbid Leeds nights, I came to the second game.
Right. So that was try one. And then you tried to get
free.
Free, right. Okay.
Are these counting?
Not yet, I'm just asking you questions first.
Well, you'll have to keep the ball in. I don't want anyone saying that you're cheating. Yeah, my nephew got tickets because he worked at the rink through lockdown.
Yeah.
So then we came to the second game and sat and didn't have a clue what was going on. I think we were in block 3. The keeper disappeared at one point, we didn't know why.
Yeah.
Someone caught the puck and we was like, hey, you're even allowed to do that. We had no clue about hockey whatsoever, but just absolutely loved it. And then I bought tickets every week up until Christmas.
Yeah.
And then bought a half-season ticket, and then just had season tickets ever since.
And who do you think is the best looking volunteer?
The best looking volunteer?
Male volunteer.
Oh, I was going to say Brenda.
Oh yeah, we.
I don't know, there's a guy who does the thing behind the goal now, dark hair.
Off, Phil.
Rob.
Me.
Oh, I mean, I can say it's you because it's your bit of video, but it is definitely Rob.
Oh, wait. I know you're just teasing. Right, shall I go then?
Yeah.
Right.
You look really nervous about it.
I'm a bit nervous because football's not my thing. Clearly neither is shooting with my right hand. 3 that time. What did I get for 3?
Nothing.
You have to get like so many
slow,
consecutive.
sympathy flap. If you do 5 in 1, you get 1 point.
Right, okay. So what? I've got to get 5 and 1.
5.
Not collectively.
Oh. Yeah. Just don't feel it's a safe place to start.
Just, you know. Why did I say yes to this? How many points to get per custard cream?
1. Okay,
oh,
so
whatever.
You got 0.
Right.
Yeah, football.
Somebody's got to come last, alright?
0 for the hockey shots. So now's your opportunity to get some points.
Right. So what have I to do?
And you lot are alright sat laughing behind camera. Rob, you're up next.
This is why I wanted me to go first. What have I do?
When I say go,
Yeah.
you've just got to eat as many as you can.
How many did I get per cream?
1 point per biscuit,
Right.
but you've only got 60 seconds. Have
Right.
you watched the other podcast?
Bets. I don't really go on Facebook, so.
I sent you one because you gave me that excuse a week ago, and I said if you're coming on, you really need to. And I was going to give you a quiz, and you said no, you don't need to. I've watched them.
I can. I
And now
watch
you're
bits
asking me all
of it.
these questions.
I watch bits of it, you know, but we're busy, us, you know what I mean?
Unbelievable.
Social calendar, Phil, right?
Unbelievable.
Right, here we go now.
Wait a minute. Timer. 1 minute.
Like loop.
Go. It's really dry, isn't it? It's the chewing's alright, it's the swallowing. I'm gonna have to put this as not for kids, 20 seconds gone and you've done 2. Well, you haven't done 2 yet. It just gets worse and worse and harder, doesn't it? You've got 25 seconds left. And your third one hasn't gone in yet.
Okay, let's push it back.
I mean... 10 seconds. I don't feel like you're going to get that one finished there. You can put another one in, but I don't know if it'll count. Time. So 3. Well, wait a minute. Okay. It's harder
Like
than
a
you think.
tea
Isn't
with
it?
it.
Right. Okay, so you've just witnessed whatever that was.
Oi! I'm
I
still
felt
here.
that, you know.
All right, so Rob, so same question. How long have you been into hockey?
I started playing roller hockey when I was about 7.
Did you say you started playing roller hockey
Yeah,
when you were about 7,
yeah,
just before you were about
Street
to do
hockey, and
a
then-
shooting challenge?
yeah. It's
So
been a while. It's been a while.
the expectations just went up a little bit.
It's been about 20 years since I stopped.
Oh,
so
really?
yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, and started watching the Steelers 95-96 season.
Right.
And
How did you two meet then? Was it at hockey?
No, I didn't meet through hockey, but I just dragged them along straight away
Oh,
to the
right,
Steelers.
okay.
Because met in Sheffield, so
Right.
and I used to go to the games a lot, so went along and yeah, loved it.
And what do
Quite
you
fun.
do? At least.
So I'm one of the off-ice officials, penalty box usually for the last few years, but also timekeeper's bench, doing the scoring,
Yeah.
bit of goal judging, whatever needs doing,
Which do you prefer?
penalty box.
Is that just because of the drama?
Yeah, a bit of drama. I just like, I can actually watch the game still, most of it. You know, but it's pretty straightforward until you get multiple penalties and you start throwing in 3 or 4 guys and you've got to figure out what's going on, who's going out when. But generally it's
Yeah, there's lots of second
not
announcements.
too
Isn't there?
stressful. Yeah, goal judging. My focus is just
Yeah.
to keep focused like that all game. I think it's quite difficult. So.
Yeah, I think I'd been more watching. I know you've got to watch what's going on, but like I wouldn't be looking at the net.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
and your
just
view
forget
is
why I'm
actually
there.
not that great for what you're doing. Like
Right.
you get a better view more on the side of what's going on sometimes with the goal judging, and when the puck's shot at that speed, it's tough sometimes
It
to
was
see.
a close one last night, wasn't it? Which
No.
side were you on?
Whichever, but usually
So
behind,
last night it was
usually
the back
like the
end where
entrance end.
like block 8 is.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a close one that it looked like it went in, but it did way a bit off. So.
Yeah. Everyone's an expert
Yeah.
until they actually have to do the job, and then it's like, oh, it's not as easy as it looks, is it?
And is it nerve-wracking when you first do it? Because obviously if a goal goes in, a goal goes in. But if it's one of those where it's like,
Yeah,
shit, did that,
you've got all
and
the
you've
eyes.
got to
on
like
it,
push
yeah.
the button or
Yeah.
you
You've got
feel
to make
it.
a decision, and
Right.
and then you know the GoPro's watching, so you know whatever you decide in that split second is going to get pulled to pieces. So,
Yeah.
but I would say, you know, like in the penalty box as well, you've got a lot of pressure from some of the lads sometimes. You know, let me out, you know, okay, we're second early, and it's that kind of pressure. So you've got to be a little bit. You've got to be a little bit.
Would you ever be a referee?
No chance.
No.
No chance. No. I think they've got an impossible job. I really do.
I've seen some comments where people said refs had a good game, but it's like very rare.
Yeah.
Very like once every couple of months.
But it's
someone
always,
said.
if it's your team, they've had a great game. If they've not,
Yeah.
if it's your team, they've not had a
Yeah.
great. No, I think it's. I think generally most of them do a decent job. Some of them, not necessarily, but you know, without them.
So moving on. Brilliant. Okay, so which one are you most confident about of the 3?
Definitely the shooting. I mean, I'll hit the curtain. Whether I hit a bottle, I don't know. But
So yours will all
I
be
can't
in
do
shot.
kick-ups
'Cause
to save my life.
some of those were like way out of shot. So
Right,
Right, I'm learning.
at least we'll be able to see
this
yours.
feels comfortable-ish.
Okay.
Rob. What's this first?
Whoa! First shot. 1 point.
Yeah,
Oh wait, do you play ice hockey?
Roller.
So
Yeah.
what would you usually use a puck?
Both. We played both. Yeah, played
Okay.
it.
We'll stick to the same rules then. So 1 point for a puck and 2 points for a ball.
Right.
Okay.
Is that 1 point, does? Oh,
It's 100% more than what you got.
your aim's usually better, Rob. Exactly, mate.
Right, so you're winning.
20 years,
You're winning today. So out of everyone today, you're winning. So
Right, great, I'll take that.
Okay, 3 attempts. I'll move this. Every 5 you get a point.
This is not going to happen, so. Oh well.
go. I believe in you.
Let's go. That was as much as I did.
Yeah.
3.
Ooh,
That
was 5.
That was 6 or 7, depending on how many times it hit your leg. But it was definitely more than 5, so that's 1 point.
That's the best I've ever done.
Ooh, no.
There you go.
Okay, so you've got a point on both, which is good, obviously.
Say that.
Now the big one. How dry's your mouth?
Getting drier. Drink.
Nope. Okay. You ready?
Get it.
Oh, he's already broken in half. He's doing the ollie attempt. Okay.
Sitting down.
If you want. Do you want to sit down?
Stand up, mate.
Alright, go. Yeah, when Ollie started doing them in halves, I thought this could be like a really good technique so you don't get too much in your mouth. But he's still only managed 2.5.
It's chewing them that kills you. If you just push them back, then you know. But it's that chew down really dry. It's like cement.
Well, I made the mistake of just doing them sat there, and I was like, I did one and it was like 10 seconds. I'm like, oh, well, this is easy. But when you've done all the other stuff leading up to it, it feels a bit different.
You need something to refresh. Ken, it's not as easy as you think.
Is that 1.5? Is this your 20 seconds left? Two and a half. 10 seconds.
It's usually better.
It's time.
That's 1. So you finished on the same as me. 3.
Champion. That'll do me.
Here with Paul from the volunteer team at Leeds Knights. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, Phil. Good.
You
thank
excited?
You.
Nervous?
I am nervous. Yeah, nervous. Pretty confident with custard creams. Maybe the keep ups I might do all right, but I'll do pretty crap at shooting
hockey
pucks.
shots,
I've never held a stick, so
Really?
this is my first time practicing sort of holding a stick. So.
Oh wow! So you've been into hockey for a while though. So how have you never swung a stick before?
No, never. I don't even go on ice, to be fair. Not without a penguin. Went on once and it took me about an hour and a half to get round, clinging onto the side.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, never again. So I've never done it. Been into hockey about sort of 10 years, really.
Watch Mike with that.
Yeah, about 10 years.
Yeah.
We when I moved up to Scotland, Gail said, "Do you want to come to a game, watch Glasgow Clan?" And I was like, oh, I'm not too sure about ice hockey. I didn't even understand what it was. But like most people, I think after you go to that first game, you get sort of hooked on it.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, I just sort of said, can we go back next week? Can we go week after? It took about 10 games. Didn't have a clue what were going on. Didn't have a clue what referee were doing with his hands and why people were coming on and off so often. But there's just something about it, isn't there, that you just get that sort of buzz from game one and you just want to go back. So
how did you end up at Leeds?
Moved back down. I lived in Scotland for 3 years. Moved back down here, got a sort of a promotion at work, and then Gail followed because my daughter had a baby, so we couldn't carry on sort of long distance. So she moved down here. Obviously, they want a team. Our team were Glasgow at that time.
Yeah.
So we couldn't really go watch Steelers. So we used to sort of travel to every away game when Clan were down in England. So went to Nottingham, Manchester, Coventry in away block. So meeting up with fans we knew. And then I saw I think it was an advert even in Post or something, just saying a new team coming to Leeds. So I'm like, caught my eye, and it was the sort of Chiefs back then. So we just went along and just sort of what's all this about? They didn't have a rink. They were playing at Blackburn, the home games at Blackburn and Widnes. They were playing all over for the home games.
Where were you living at this point? Was it in Leeds?
In Leeds, yeah.
Right,
in Leeds, yeah. So it was a bit crazy. So we just went along, got talking to a few volunteers there. There were only sort of 5 or 6 people. And, long-term game was to get to Leeds and have a rink in Leeds. But they needed some volunteers to do goal judge and penalty box. So we sort of got some training at Blackburn. And then obviously went rink up and we sort of started volunteering from there, really. So it's been
Because
pretty
you do a
full
lot,
on.
don't you?
Yeah.
Like the chucker puck. Like every time I see a post saying we've bought more chucker puck because we keep running out, I always just think the poor person that has to put those raffle tickets on.
Phil, honestly, what a job that is. I've palmed that off. To be fair, I got rid of that job pretty quick. It wasn't too bad when we were doing sort of 50 pucks and selling 50 pucks. That was great, but you'll see now some games is like 400 pucks. So to sit and label them every week, it takes sort of 3-4 hours. And
Wow.
you know, it's sort of disheartening, really. You see that all that sort of 3-4 hours hard work disappear in 10 seconds when people start throwing the pucks on. You think, oh my god. So I'm pretty glad I've shifted that job on. To be fair, but
And so when you give the checks, what's that money? Where does that come from?
it's from events we run.
Right.
Some sort of limited edition merch. So if we do like a cup T-shirt or stuff like that, that goes into it. We started running supporters club last 2 years, so that's a good sort of income for that.
And what's that?
What is that? So it started off as we'll start a supporters club and see where it goes. So we started off with 100 people. £10 each. We have events throughout the year. So this year we've sort of boosted that and we do bowling, bingo night, quiz nights. Like I said, first year we started off with around about 100 people, probably less than 100 people signing up to be members. Now we're just short of 300, which is amazing. So you know that's a big chunk. And then when we run all these events, there's a small fee to come into there. All that goes sort of towards it as well.
Right.
And then sort of chuck up money and stuff like that. That all goes in. So that's sort of where it all comes from, really. We've got a sponsor for that as well. So a sponsor sort of helps us Pennine recruitment.
Right.
So they obviously help towards that as well.
Yeah. Amazing.
Oh yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. What's your favourite volunteer? What's like the best thing to do as a volunteer?
It's all pretty rewarding, really. I think this year we started doing a little mascot package. We try and do something different every year. We're just thinking now what we can do sort of next year. What else can we add on to it? But this year's been pretty good. We started that little mascot package, so to see some of the kids really sort of meeting the heroes and going behind scenes and going into changing rooms and things like that. You know, you see the little faces light up and you think actually it's a decent. And again, that sort of money goes into supporters club and goes into club as well. So it's a win-win really. But yeah,
what's the chances of having someone who doesn't play ice hockey get kitted up and take like 3 penalty shots at Harris during like one of the breaks?
During a break, yeah. So that's something we've been sort of discussing. There's a big insurance thing. That's why a lot of kids can't go on ice mascots. We've only had one kid this year, believe it or not, that can actually skate. That went onto ice and lined up for national anthem. Rest of them sort of in penalty box and whatever else. But it's all to do with insurance.
Right.
So we have seen some other teams doing it sort of from the red carpet, like taking a shot at a goal, trying to get it through a little hole in a net. So we'll probably go down that route. I don't know about actually taking a shot at a live keeper. It would be good, and I suppose if they play for a team and they're insured, then we can't rule it out. To be fair, it's something to explore this year.
Either of those things, but I'd pay 50 quid. Let's say to get 3 shots on. Yeah. First one to get rid of nerves. And then back third one, you'd think I might know what to do by this point. Yeah. But yeah, I'd definitely do something like that.
Yeah, all right.
I got sent some, it might have been Glasgow actually. They had like Zorbs. There was in Zorbs playing football, but it looked like a puck. So I don't know what that was, but that was during one at breaks as well.
I don't know. Funniest thing I saw at Glasgow, and I don't know how they got around it with insurance, but Glasgow was sponsored by a bathroom company. So they had 4 people pushing these 2 bathtubs around the ice. So one were in the bathtub, one were pushing it, and I honestly feel it was a carnage. There were bodies everywhere, a bathtub flying in. I was like, oh my God, how they get away with it? But I don't know what they did to do with that. But that was good fun. Like I'd love to do that.
Brilliant.
Right, come on, shall we have a go?
Yeah. Okay.
So hopefully that stick didn't ruffle that noise. But
Oh no, it's all right.
we'll see.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so let me get out of the way this side. So whenever
Trust
you're
me.
ready, 1
Right.
point for a puck, 2 points for a ball.
Here we go. Let's have a look. Think I'm holding it right. Yes, that clipped.
Ball straight.
That clipped. Come on. Get your contract out, Ryan. Oh, that was close. Actually, Oh, I
trying to
went
get
for the
through the
big
hoop.
circle, didn't I? Let's have a look. Come on. Too low. Right, onto the balls. See where these go. Rubbish. Better with pucks.
Oh, it won't far off that one.
Come on, last one. Let's do it.
Nice, you got one though.
I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
More than which Rob and Michael? Did one of them get one? I can't even remember.
I think Rob got one, didn't he?
Did he?
I think, yeah.
Brilliant.
Decent, thank you.
Right, on to the biscuits. Oh no, kick-ups first.
They'll just cheer for one. In fact,
Yes! Right, come on. Are we ready?
Yeah.
3 goes.
Yeah. That's 3 points.
Am I winning?
Do you know Kieran did the same thing? Oh, I'm not gonna. I won't be able to do any kick.
That would all 1
And then it
foot.
was 20.
Bloody hell, man.
That's 7. Nice.
Knackered. Should have done creams first.
I counted 12, but it's still the same. It's still only 2 points. So you're on 9. Do you want to stand or sit?
Lay.
Yeah, it's almost full there.
Ready?
3. Okay.
Last thing I want, I never thought I'd say it. The last thing I want is a custard cream.